Oh, but he does take a raking shot, would you call that? Through the side of the Necron? I don't know what the terminology is for a croissant. Oh no, the gyros are rattling around the inside. This is terrible. Integrity failing on the hull. Is that... Oh. The whole top came off. Well. Not supposed to do that typically. Looks like Demon Fox going for a bit of a ram here on Max. Just kind of trying to scrape through. Demon Fox has lodged the croissant half through the majority of the bottom of this Imperial battlecruiser. We're running a 40k exhibition match between the Necrons and Imperials right now, but we have almost every faction included in Battlefleet Gothic on the docket today. It'll be a double elimination tournament. Not quite competitive, but there's a bit of structure to it. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. And damage is on. Make sure you turn damage on, Darth.
Good call.
Is important. So who's betting the Imperials are going to go for a fort crawl? I hope they don't. We got some pretty proud pilots here. I don't think any of these boys are very interested in crawling. Look at them go. Just hang on. I'm going to turn the HUD off just so we can get a better look at this.
Enroth claims he broke, yeah, and he definitely did.
Oh wow, he sure did. Tell him to paste his grid back in again.
Yeah, cut and paste it.
These are the same configs from before, so if something broke, that is really unfortunate. Looks like it's thruster damage causing players to drop out of cloak.
Would appear so.
Is this open to anyone who'd like to join? Absolutely, but there's a little bit of setup required. By all means, join the Discord and hop into the VC and ask around. People would be very willing to assist you.
Absolutely.
Been out of the loop for a long time. Oh yeah, lots of teams are recruiting all the time, buddy. No problem. Back to the match though. Wiseman sliding into the outer left cap zone. Now for every second that a zone is captured, that will decrement the enemy team's tickets by 1. They have 1,250 tickets. Every ship destroyed, turned red, will reduce the tickets by 200 on your team. It's a very horizontal fight so far. Not a lot of vertical movement. It's a little bit like Battlefleet Gothic in that way. Max dipping in behind these asteroids to get away from the gunfire. MTD in the distance over there, also capping a zone. Looks like Wiseman kind of dipping in and out of it. Otto is sliding in sideways, looking to go for a broadside with those Thanatos. You can hear them reloading. They're aiming. There they go. Hopefully game audio is coming through for everybody. Quick question, how many gigabytes of mods does StarCore use? That depends. Steam will report it as something stupid, but it's actually not that bad. But 2 gigabytes, really. Most of it's audio and models. It's all content, baby. Jed is out supporting Otto. Big bunch of Thanatos for Wiseman still. His build and repair is keeping him together. That is the gimmick of the Necron ships. They are constantly healing and welding themselves. Cannot replace destroyed modules, though. A little bit of chug. Gonna go over to Nash Talk over here with Tiberius and Max flying Cat in the center of the zone. Nash Talk flying the largest Necron ship, the Reaper class battlecruiser. Heroes are out in good form today. Necrons have split their entire fleet up, turning this into kind of a one-on-one-on-one-on-one. Necron's also capable of blinking. They have a lot of movement options, but they're just not that fast. They have almost no power. Might work out in their favor. Maybe, maybe not. Currently, the Imperials are winning on the battle point race, but only just barely. I'm going to turn the sphere visuals off so you can get a better look. There we go. Demon Fox out with Commander Chet and Otto, with Wiseman retreating down below to the lower end of the zone, being pushed away as his build and repairs go. Just occasionally checking the chat to see if there's any issues, but it looks like we're good to go so far. Mostly everyone's style. Well, that's fine because all of these ships were built for the players. Normally you build whatever you like. That's what we do at these exhibitions. We get some professional TM builders to throw together some very nice builds. They're all themed. So Sanitos digging into Necron ships is going to be quite something. Let's see, some of the armor's already been replaced. It's a different texture. Chet in this one of the smallest Imperial ships. Shields are down on everybody now. Necrons never had shields, so this is going to be an advantage for the Necrons. MTD digging into Tiberius best he can. He's one of the lighter ships on his team. Nashatok blinking up to get a better shot through the roids. With all the ships being so slow, this has turned into a bit of a tactical slugging match. Otto using this blocker shield as cover. These shields are something you can fly through, but they can be knocked down by weapon fire. Think bubble shield from Halo. Do the Imperials have any volcano cannon equivalent weapons, spinal weapons? I know the Mechanicus do. They have a Nova cannon. But I believe today the Imperials are running with macro batteries, TM. Lots of them. Oh, tapping on the shields there, sending Max into a bit of a spin. Oh, but he does take a raking shot, would you call that? Through the side of the Necron? I don't know what the terminology is for a croissant. But he did not like it. He is getting out of dodge. Tibbs supporting Max. Very well. The Imperials now concentrating around the center as the Necrons slowly pull themselves back into the fight. Turn the sphere visuals back on to see what the teams are up to. Looks like Max Flying Cat is fortified. Oh, shields just barely hanging in there. Hi, Twack. How you doing? Wow, Otto's gotten messed up. He's looking a little hurt. He still has a lot of his weapons. He's not getting stripped. It's the ship under the weapons that are breaking first. Much like Cadia. Here's MTD. You can see the detail of the buster blocks that make up the majority of his grid. Very durable ships, these Necrons. I'm good, streamer man. Well, that's good to hear. My name is Muzzle. I always like to see fresh faces. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. There's a lot going on right now. We're running a 40k exhibition match between the Necrons and Imperials right now, but we have almost every faction included in Battlefleet Gothic on the docket today. It'll be a double elimination tournament. Not quite competitive, but there's a bit of structure to it. Streamer man more? Yeah, okay. Streamer man at your service. Weapon selection on these ships has been really good. The only ships here that have had unique weapons made for them are the Necrons. I really like how these weapons look. I think they're great. Those long green angry lines that you just saw go through Tibbs here was the Somnus. Those are the shield-penned sniper weapons. Manual fire only. Looks like Tibbs is still trying to roll around with a broadside. I suppose it's the best idea, but oh no, the gyros are rattling around the inside. This is terrible. Integrity failing on the hull. MTD pulling away from combat here, using his croissant arms to soak a bunch of this damage incoming. Laser fire burning him away. Alright, see you around, Jet. Fox being shot at by one slinger. Get some more bird singing, I think. There we go. Oh yeah. Tibbs almost feels alone against a swarm of Necrons now. With Chet pulling way back at a dodge. How's he doing? Looks like he's slowly pulling himself back together. This is a match of attrition that I believe the Necrons have the best advantage in. They do have more build and repairs, and they are overall more durable up front. Tibbs' front still hasn't fallen off yet, rather surprising considering it's being held on by more or less a threat. Looks like the advantage is actually swinging in the Necrons' favor, this war of attrition. Streamer man. It's not the worst I've ever been called, I'll give you that. Two zones now under control of the Imperials. Turn the visuals back on. There we go. Two rightmost zones. Necrons are not really fast enough to contest every zone at the same time. Chet's still hanging off on the sidelines. And Wiseman now engaging Otto on the far right. Down to 5 minutes and 30 seconds in the match. And Necrons are going to lose it on tickets if they don't do something. These Imperial ships are very difficult to knock out, but they're certainly feeling the damage. Or Max over here with pretty minimal thrust left, but looks like he's doing just fine overall. Let's move the camera to Otto. Full broadside into Wiseman's not going to feel great. Looks like Otto wants to flip around and give him the other broadside. Volley fire. I suppose that fits. Necron ship being a difficult target to hit. See the projected blocks over top of the damage blocks. Those are all light armor, the ones that are getting replaced. Let's hop back over to the main fight with Nashtok against Tiberius and Max. Oh, that was a good hit. Is that? Oh, the whole top came off. Well, not supposed to do that typically. Good strategy so far from the Imperials. Grab the zones and hold them. They need the Necrons to come to them. Best advantage with those broadsides. Maneuvering sideways is rather difficult. But with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left on the clock, the Imperials are at 600 tickets. We might actually see the Imperials win this one. Well, it'll be a Pyrrhic victory. Wow, look at that. Magnificent. They sure fall apart pretty, don't they? Tibbs has seen better days. Yeah, a few of them, maybe. He's still rolling and moving, though. Looks like Demon Fox going for a bit of a ram here on Max. Just kind of trying to scrape through with these croissants. Oh, Otto has gone red. Under the concentrated fire of both MTD and Wiseman. That brings the Imperials tickets down to 330, but Necrons are falling at 130 remaining. They're gonna need to kill another one to bring it even. And that might just happen here with Demon Fox and Max. Demon Fox has lodged the croissant half through the majority of the bottom of this Imperial battlecruiser. It doesn't look like it was fatal. Got 1 minute left. 60 seconds. They're now refocusing on Tiberius as the weakest link with 30 seconds left on the clock. If they can manage to knock out Tiberius before the timer ends, they might actually win. The remaining fighters are all very beat up and tired. Chet is still where he was. It looks like his main maneuverability was taken out. We're down to 15 seconds and falling. He is fortified. The rest of the Necron team is converging onto Tiberius. Can they kill him? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and not quite. That's it. Game, we're done. GG. Ooh. Major Imperial victory. Pyrrhic victory. So, the Necron ships are all still functional, and I'm not sure if I'd count the Imperial ships very functional, but they did win just barely on tickets. That was an extremely close match. Alright, we're restarting. Well done, boys and girls. Let's see who we have next. How'd it go, Tibbs? That looked exciting.
I spent the last couple of minutes just spinning uncontrollably.
Yeah, the Necrons had you by the balls at the last, like, 30 seconds. If they managed to kill you, they would have won.
They got 2 of my cockpits, but they didn't get my 3rd.
They killed 2 cockpits out of 3.
Yeah, it put me in my last cockpit, which the decorative bridge.
The decorative bridge saved the day.
It did.
Well, there you go. So what's our next match?
Hang on, let me punch it up.
Yeah, we'll just look at that. Looks like we'll be on Combat 3.
Maybe. Chaos versus Mechanicus, Combat 3.
Alright, so Chaos is gonna need...